Hi everyone, Sailor Moon here, and Sailor Pluto, Sailor Underworld here, and we got some bad news. Oh, nothing bad happened to us. It's about Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork or Grown Up Adult Swim or Grown Up Swim. This Friday will be the last time we will see my Viz offshoot on Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork or Adult Swim or Grown Up Swim or whatever you want to call it. Next week, they're going to start doing Dragon Ball Z or Worm Ball Z, either the Viz offshoot or either, I don't know, the Four Kids offshoot or whoever put it in English back in the day. They're most likely going to do the Viz one. So for all of us, for all you folks who thought we were going to get all 5 followings of Sailor Moon being ran, think again, that isn't happening. So this Friday will be the last 2 sagas of my Viz one. And it's most likely a good thing that everyone who's got the disc, all the 5 set of the Viz Sailor Moon, you won't have to worry. But it is kind of a letdown to think that we thought they were going to broadcast all 5 followings of my show, or at least the Viz one. And no, they did not. Either one or 2 things happened. One, my show didn't do very well in the looking. And sadly, that cannot be helped. Sadly, I guess they were thinking a lot of folks were going to be watching Sailor Moon at 5 or 5:30 in the evening, and I guess they didn't get a lot of folks watching. So, yeah, my show's being kicked off of Drawing Show Folkwork Grown Up Swim again. And now we got Dragon Ball Z or Worm Ball Z taking my stead, the Viz one. What do you think about this, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Underworld? I think it's sad, is what I believe. Nothing against Dragon Ball Z or Worm Ball Z. I mean, it's a good drawing show. I mean, it's a good one. But I just don't understand why our show is being kicked off the Folkwork in favor for this show. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of folks who like Dragon Ball Z or Worm Ball Z. Like, there's folks that like Sailor Moon. But you're telling me our show did so badly from the 5th month into the 11th month that they just chose not to want our show anymore. I mean, this sucks. I mean, this is like back when we were on WB and UPN and we got kicked off by the end of 9 between 95 YL. It's just like when we were on USA and we got kicked off and we got kicked out by the end of 9 between 97 YL. I mean, this is like when you're on Cartoon and then we finally got kicked off due to the deal being until from them not wanting to renew the deal in 2003 YL. I mean, come on, this is sad. It truly is sad. But I don't really think, but you know what? At least for one time, a very truly short time, Sailor Moon was back being broadcasted on Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork or whatever. At least in the 4-1 rights. I can't speak for the other lands out there. Well, either 1 or 2 things happened. Either Sailor Moon didn't get a lot of looking didn't happen. Or the Toei business did not want to get a new deal with Warner News, formerly Time Warner, formerly AOL Time Warner, formerly Time Warner, whatever. Whatever the grounds is, that's it. Next week, the last 2 sagas of our show, and that's it. So all you folks out there who bought the disc, all you folks out there got Hulu or Disney More, good for you. Well, at least we got the disc, though, so that's good for us. Yeah, I know you're right, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Underworld, Trista. I mean, it is sad. I mean, it's like I always kept losing shows all the time. I mean, it's like losing WB and UPN and USA and having Cartoon and losing that. And then I don't know why Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork, Adult Swim, Grown Up Swim, whatever. I don't know why they chose to kick my show off and bring in Dragon Ball Z or Lindworm Ball Z. There is no Lindworm in it. Now, I have nothing against Dragon Ball Z or Lindworm Ball Z. I don't. I don't have anything against Goku or any of his friends or his kin or his foes or whatever. But I don't know why my show is going to be off Drawing Show Folkwork after this Friday and why he's going to take my stead. I mean, yeah, I should have known that there was only, everyone thought that they were going to get all 5 followings of the Viz Sailor Moon. Well, that's what they thought, but I guess the looking time didn't do very well, And I know a lot of folks are going to say, oh, well, 5 and 5:30 in the evening is bad time for folks watching. On Fridays, everyone is getting home from work or going out or something. Yeah, but then, folks, that's the forgiveness for, what's the forgiveness going to be? I don't know. Well, that's it. As of this Friday, there will be no more Sailor Moon on Drawing Show, Folkwork, Grown Up Swim, whatever. So if you got your discs, wonderful. If you got Hulu or Disney More, wonderful. Because that might be the only way you're going to see the Viz Sailor Moon now. So there you go. Kind of sad. It is what it is, though. And someone out there is going to scathe me or shame me or guilt me and say, oh, so so Sailor Moon, you don't like Dragon Ball Z. First off, I got nothing against Lindworm Ball Z, but there's no Lindworm in it. I just don't understand why that show is taking my 5 and 5:30, Why? I don't know. Am I going to be put back on in a later date and another time, another day? Your guess is good as mine. All right, I'll let you end it. All right. So, what do you think about Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork, Adult Swim, Grown Up Swim being done with Sailor Moon after this Friday? Are you irked? Are you angered? You don't mind it because you got Hulu or Disney More or you got the disc or whatever. All right, we'll see you all later.